Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you how to crochet these earrings. It's a design that I came up with, and I was inspired by the lace square that I put on my channel, the tutorial. I was so happy with that design that I thought maybe a pair of earrings would be really nice with some pearls. So all the pearls that you see here are crocheted. So first you have to string the pearls on the working yarn, cotton yarn, and then you will work them as I will show you how. And I will let you, if you don't know how to crochet with pearls, it's really easy. You just have to give it a try because it's not difficult at all. And I will let you under this video a link of a tutorial where I explain with bigger pearls how to work different stitches with beads. So double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch with beads. So you can watch that one first, and I hope you will be ready then to work these earrings if you like them, of course. Now let us begin. So for this earring that I have here, you will need, I'm working with cotton yarn, very thin, sorry, very thin. So it's actually number 8 cotton yarn, and with a 1.5 millimeters hook. And as for the beads, you will need, I have here my beads on the cotton, on the yarn that I will work with. You will need, for the small beads, you will need 90 rokai, or any kind of 90 beads. And for the larger, you will need 6 millimeters pearls, 4 pieces, so 6 millimeters pearls. As for the and this is the sequence that you have to use when you string your beads. So you will begin with 64 900 beads. No, 90 beads, sorry, 90 beads. So 64 you need here first. So this is the first sequence to string. Then you will string the 6 millimeters pearls, and they are 4, as you can see. And at the end you will put 8 more 90 beads. Okay, so you can use Miyuki, you can use Toho, you can use Rokai. It's not important. 80 beads works with this project if you don't have 80. So it's not important what kind of beads, it's important that the measure of the beads. Okay, and I'm using again, I underline this, I am using cotton Cable number 8. I don't know what kind of cotton yarn you have, but you have to use some cotton yarn that goes with a 1.5 millimeters hook, so very thin. Okay, now let's get started with our project here. And of course you will need earrings, clasps, but this is more than obvious. Now let us begin with our first step, first round. And oops, where I have my, yes, here it is. We begin with the magic ring or magic loop, like this, insert the hook under the ring on your finger and pull the yarn through it. Now keep it with your fingers and chain 1 to secure your magic loop. And now we begin with our first round, which will be a round of, here it is, a round of clusters, 3 double crochet clusters, and into the chain 1, secure chain 1 of each of our 8 3 double crochet cluster, we will put a pearl, a bead, sorry. Okay, so chain 2 more. I already chained 1, so it's a chain of 3 at the beginning. Yarn over, insert the hook around the magic ring and work your double crochet, but don't finish it, so leave the loop on the hook, the last loop on the hook. Again, yarn over, pull through 2 and leave the last loop on the hook. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all. Now stop here, because working the chain, the secure chain, we have to put the bead 2. So to add the bead 2, I will take the 8 beads nearly, and now to work the bead and to make it stays on the front side, we have to work like this. So bring the bead here under your crochet hook and turn clockwise your work once. Now yarn over and chain 1 to secure and turn clockwise again. And now we are ready to, so clockwise, it's very important, okay? And now we are again on the front side and we are ready to go on with our project. So we will chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now again, let's go on and work our second cluster. So first double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Second double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Third double crochet and leave the loop on your hook. Now yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook, and the same thing to work the bead. Bring the bead here under the crochet hook near the cluster. Turn clockwise your work. Yarn over and pull through the loop for the secure chain, and again turn clockwise. Again on the front side we are, so chain 3, yarn over and work your next cluster. So 1 double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Second double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Third double crochet and leave the loop on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all. Work very tightly, okay? Now bring the next bead here very near of your cluster, and now again turn your work clockwise and chain 1 to secure on the back side. We are now on the back side. Now again we work the secure chain with the bead, and now clockwise again turn your work, and you are again on the front side, and you can continue on with chaining 3, yarn over and work another cluster. So 1 double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Second double crochet, leave the loop on the hook, and third double crochet, leave the loop on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all, and now bring a bead near the cluster. Turn your work on the back side clockwise, yarn over, chain to secure and to work your bead, and now turn again your work clockwise. Now I have 4 clusters worked and I have to work 4 more. Don't forget to chain 3 in between them. I will continue on, and when I will finish my round, I will be back to show you how to continue on the project. I finished my first round with all my 8 clusters, and I know because I finished my 8 beads, so I chained 3 one more time, and now I will insert the hook under the pearl into the secure chain, first secure chain here, and I will slip stitch to join. Okay, now I can pull the tail of my magic loop. Okay, and I can continue on. Look, isn't it, oops, isn't it so nice? Okay, so let's cut. Lovely, lovely. Okay, now let's get started with the second round. So we will insert the hook into the chain 3 space, first chain 3 space of course, and we will single crochet once and single crochet twice, and now we want to put the bead, actually the pearl, 4mm pearl, and the same thing. So turn your work on the back side clockwise. Now bring the pearl very, very straight here and make your chain. Try to make it very, very tight. And now again turn your work clockwise again on the front side and into the same chain 3 space work 2 more single crochets. Now chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the arch, turn your work and insert the hook into the very first single crochet that you made and slip stitch to join. Turn your work on the front side and begin with your 11 single crochets around the chain 6 space that you made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it slips. So again, 10 and 11. Now insert the hook into the chain 3 space and slip stitch. Continue on into the next chain 3 space. We will work single crochet once and twice, the picot, so 1, 2, 3, and insert the hook in the 2 loops of the last single crochet worked and close the picot and single crochet once and single crochet twice into the same chain 3 space. Okay, this is what you have to repeat 3 more times. It's exactly the same thing as the lace square is, the project of the lace square, only that on where we work the corner, so the arch, chain 6 and 11 single crochet arch, we put the bead instead of the picot. That's all. So continue on for 3 more times and I will work my round and I will be back to show you how to continue on. if you finished your second round, this one with the larger beads, with the pearls, with 4 pearls, you can say you finished the most difficult part. Okay, so now it's really for the next 2 rounds, it's really easy. Let's say these 2 rounds are the most difficult. Okay, now we want, so it's so nice. I want to give you an idea here. You can also put here the clasp and join like this, and you will have a really beautiful earring. Just let me show you. Okay, so with 2 components, if you want to, is just a idea that I wanted to give you. And now we can continue on. Okay, now I am here, I finished my last single crochet, and I will slip stitch, oops, sorry, okay, here I will slip stitch into the first single crochet of the first arch of the first corner, slip stitch into the first and slip stitch into the corner. Okay, now I modify a little bit the pattern here. So now we will work, instead of triple crochets, we will work double crochets, and instead of chain 2 in between them, just chain 1. So chain 3 for the first double crochet and chain 1 for the first chain 1 space, yarn over, insert the hook into the very next single crochet and work a double crochet, chain 1 into the next, work a double crochet, chain 1 into the next, work a double crochet, chain 1. I keep here the purl 2 because it's easier to work. Now insert the hook into the next single crochet and work double crochet, chain 1. This is the round without pearls. So this one, it's only crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6, chain 1, 7, oops, 1 2 3 4. Yes, I skipped 1 single crochet, that's why. Okay, sorry, but it's here, this one that I skipped it. So double crochet, you know we need the 9 double crochet, skipping the first and the last single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 8, and 9. And yes, now I am ready, it's perfect because I have 1 single crochet more here. Okay, now another thing that I modify is that when I finish the corner, I insert the hook into the picot and I want to slip stitch. Now I will skip into the next corner and work the same thing. So skip the first single crochet, insert the hook into the second and work your first double crochet, chain 1. Now again into the next double crochet, double crochet and chain 1. It's that I want to keep the work as you can, so you can see what am I doing here, and that's why it's a little bit difficult for me, but the important thing is you to understand. That's why it's a tutorial. Okay, so these are 4, chain 1, insert the hook into the very next single crochet. Just be careful not to skip any. Chain 1. So we need 9 double crochets, skipping the first and the last single crochet of the arch. We have 11 single crochets, so skipping 2 we will have 9 double crochets, and don't forget about the chain 1 space in between them. Okay, double crochet, chain 1, and now into the second to last single crochet I'm working my last double crochet and into the picot slip stitch, and continue on like this for 2 more corners. So I finished this round 2 and I slip stitch into the last picot. Now actually, to finish the round we have to insert the hook into the third chain of the beginning chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitched and slip stitch sorry, and this is what we have so far. Now for the last round will be the round where we will add these 64 90 beads. We want to turn our work on the wrong side to make another slip stitch into the picot from this side, and now we are ready to work into the chain 1 spaces. So insert the hook into the first chain 1 space and slip stitch. Now let me show you how to put the beads. I bring some beads here and I take 2. We will put 2 beads and chain 1. Now insert the hook into the very next chain 1 space and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads here and chain 1 to secure them. Insert the hook into the very next chain 1 space and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads and chain 1. Insert the hook into the very next chain 1 space. We have 8 chain 1 spaces on one corner. Bring 2 beads and chain 1. Again into the very next chain 1 space, bring 2 beads and chain 1. And actually, as you can see, we are working on the back side, but the beads are on the right side, and this is what we want. Okay, now again insert the hook into the very next chain 1 space and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads, yarn over and chain 1. Insert the hook into the very next chain 1 and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads and chain 1. Insert the hook into the last chain 1 space of this corner and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads and chain 1. Now I just want to show you. And this is what we have. Actually, we put 8 pairs of beads in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will continue on in each of our corner. To skip from one corner to another, we insert the hook into the picot and slip stitch, and insert the hook into the very next chain 1 space, and we are ready to begin with our beads. So bring 2 beads next to your hook and chain 1 to secure. Insert the hook into the next, chain 1 space and slip stitch. Then bring 2 beads and chain 1 to secure. Insert the hook into the very next, chain 1 space and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads and chain 1 to secure. Insert the hook into the very next, chain 1 space and slip stitch. Bring 2 beads and chain 1 to secure. And we just want to continue on like this, completing all 4 corners with this last round. Then we will put the clasp and we are ready. Now this is my last one. 2 beads, insert the hook into the picot and slip stitch. Slip stitch into the chain 1 space, first chain 1 space. And because of this nice border, we don't need to stiffen our starch or stiffen our earring. It's perfect. So continue on like this for the next 2 corners, working exactly the same thing, and you just have to add the clasp on one of your corners, 4 corners in the middle. So you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and here in the middle you will insert your clasp and you will have your earring ready. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and hope you understand all the steps. It's not difficult. Working with beads can be really fun. So see you at the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorials. Bye bye.